There are bad anime. There are masterpiece anime. And then there are anime that people act like are masterpieces. But if you actually sit down and think about them for more than 5 seconds, yeah, they're just mid. Not trash, not unwatchable, just carried by hype, nostalgia, or one good moment. And today we're talking about those anime. So yeah, if your favorite is here, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's not as amazing as you think. Here are 10 popular anime that are actually mid. Number 10. The God of High School. Action, martial arts, supernatural. This anime really said, story optional, just make the punches look cool. And to be fair, the punches do look cool. The animation is clean, the fights are fast, and for a moment you genuinely think, okay, this might be something special. And then the story starts. Or more accurately, it sprints past you at full speed. This anime is moving so fast, it feels like it's skipping entire arcs. Characters get introduced, get tragic backstories, unlock insane powers, and you're just sitting there like, wait, who is this again? There's no build-up, no time to connect, no emotional weight. It's like watching the best moments of a story without ever seeing the story. And that's the problem, because it looks amazing, but it gives you no reason to actually care. Number 9. Mirai Nikki. Psychological, thriller, supernatural. Let's be honest for a second. Nobody watched this anime for the plot. You watched it for Yuno Gasai. And yeah, she absolutely carries this show. She's chaotic, unpredictable, and honestly the only reason people still talk about this anime. Because once you start paying attention to everything else, things get messy. The concept is actually really interesting, a survival game where everyone has a diary that predicts the future. That's a strong idea, but the execution feels like the story is making things up as it goes along. Characters make decisions that don't always make sense, plot twists feel more confusing than clever, and sometimes logic just disappears. It's entertaining, sure, but when people call it a masterpiece, yeah, that's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Number 8. Blue Exorcist. Action, fantasy, supernatural. This one is honestly frustrating, because on paper it should be amazing. You've got the son of Satan as the main character, a demon fighting academy, and a world of supernatural threats. That sounds like peak anime material. So how did it end up feeling so average? The biggest issue is that nothing really stands out. The characters are decent, the fights are fine, the story's okay, but there's no moment where you go, yeah, this is why this anime's special. It just plays everything safe. And when an anime plays it safe with such a strong concept, it ends up feeling forgettable. Not bad, just mid. Number 7. Akame ga Kill. Action, dark fantasy, drama. This anime really thought, if we kill enough characters, people will think it's deep. And at first, it actually works. The shocks are shocking, the stakes feel real, and you're thinking, okay, nobody's safe here. But then it keeps going, and going, and going, to the point where you start noticing the pattern. New character joins the group? Yeah, don't get too attached. And that's where the problem starts, because if the characters don't get enough development, their deaths don't hit emotionally. They just feel like part of the formula. Instead of feeling sad, you're just waiting to see who's next. And once you reach that point, the impact is gone. Number 6. Fire Force. Action, supernatural, sci-fi. This anime is actually frustrating because it's so close to being great. The animation, amazing. The sound design, honestly, some of the best in anime. The concept, firefighters fighting supernatural fire monsters, that's unique. Like everything is there. And then the anime just ruins its own moments. You'll be watching a serious scene, high tension, emotional buildup, things finally getting interesting. And then, suddenly, random fan service. And not subtle either, the kind that completely kills the mood. It's like the anime doesn't trust itself to stay serious for more than 5 minutes. And because of that, it keeps breaking its own immersion. You can literally see the potential. but it never fully commits to it. Number 5. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Isekai, action, adventure. This anime had one of the strongest starts in isekai. The betrayal, the darker tone, the main character being hated by everyone. It actually felt different. For once, the main character had to struggle. He wasn't instantly overpowered or loved, and that was interesting. But then, it slowly turns into a normal isekai. The revenge angle fades away, the story becomes more predictable, and the tension just disappears. Instead of feeling unique, it starts feeling familiar. It's still enjoyable, but compared to how strong it started, yeah, it doesn't live up to its own hype. Number 4. Toradora. Romance, slice of life, comedy, drama. Alright, this one is risky, because people love this anime. And look, it's good. The characters feel real, the relationships develop naturally, and it has some genuinely emotional moments. But the way people hype it, you'd think it's the greatest romance anime ever made. And it's not. Some parts drag a bit, some drama feels slightly forced, and not every emotional moment hits equally. There are highs, definitely, but there are also moments where the pacing slows everything down. So yeah, it's a solid romance, just not the untouchable masterpiece people make it out to be. Number 3. Angel Beats. Drama, supernatural, school. This anime is basically trying to do everything all at once. Comedy, check. Action, check. Emotional backstories, also check. And it tries to fit all of that into a very short runtime. That's where things start falling apart. There are so many characters, but not enough time to properly develop them. Some backstories are actually really sad, but they feel rushed. It's like the anime is constantly saying, here's a tragic story, now feel something. And sometimes it works, but a lot of times you just don't have enough time to connect. So instead of being deeply emotional, it feels like rushed emotional damage. Number 2. Erased. Mystery, psychological, thriller, supernatural. This one hurts, because for most of its run, it feels like a masterpiece. The mystery pulls you in immediately, the tension is strong, and the whole time travel concept is actually used really well. Every episode keeps you hooked. You're constantly thinking, trying to figure things out, completely invested in what's going to happen next. And then, the ending happens. Now, it's not terrible, but compared to how strong the buildup was, it feels underwhelming. A bit too simple, a bit too rushed, and not as impactful as you were expecting. It's like the anime builds something amazing, and then just doesn't fully deliver at the end. Still a great watch, but that ending, that's where it loses that masterpiece status. Number 1. Death Note. Alright, relax before you get mad. Yes, it's a classic. The first half of this anime, absolutely incredible. The mind games, the tension, Light vs. L, that's peak anime. No debate. But after that, it's not the same. The pacing changes, the intensity drops, and the mind games just don't hit as hard. It still has good moments, definitely, but it never reaches that same level again. And that's the issue, because when people call it flawless, that's where the argument starts. It's a great anime, but perfect? Yeah, not really. Final thoughts. So yeah, these are some of the most popular anime that don't fully live up to the hype. Not bad, not trash, just overhyped for what they actually are. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime content. And I'll see you in the next one.